Hello everyone, Siege Link here. I'm back with the video I talked about in my last video where I'm going to be showing you the glitch on this game. The loading screen is kind of perfectly fine, but the glitch itself I'm going to be showing you now, how it basically works. Also I'm going to be explaining the modding, some of the mods I have, and also what I'm planning to do in my Let's Play. Specifically, I plan to do one of these two factions in like a Let's Play. I'm thinking most likely, very likely the Shimazu, because even though the Josukabe are described as easy, and their starting position is quite easy, beyond that starting position it's very hard, and I would explain why when I start the campaign with them. But I think I'll start with this faction, the Shimazu, because like I said, this game, even on the easiest difficulty, is definitely a very hard game. So I had added mods to kind of help with that. Easy or normal is kind of debatable. I think I might start with easy just for my first Let's Play, and then maybe do normal with the Josukabe. But the Shimazu are, in my opinion, the easiest clan in the entire game, with the Oda being the number 2. They're described as hard, but that truly is not the case. If I ever do a playthrough on them, I'll explain why they're described as hard, but the reason why they're not actually hard. And I already have a save, or already saved a beginning bit with the Date to show you this glitch. So let's load Date campaign glitch map. This is just basically a new thing I opened up just to kind of show you the glitch. And I can also open up, I guess, my Josukabe campaign that I actually just completely finished. So yeah, you see this big mini map up here. You see how it's kind of just like a big picture of Japan. This is how the main map is. In fact, you can kind of see the glitch already. How when you move your mouse around, you can see like this is supposed to be like a map of the area, but it's glitched. Like, see this little lip right here is actually supposed to be like well, actually that lip is like kind of in the right place. But like if you look at it, you can see that you can't actually tell anything. Like if you look very closely, that's actually supposed to be the symbol of a holy site, which is down here in this province of Uzun. But you can't see it. Not to mention that I think they also have the names of the provinces on the artwork, which you aren't able to see either. Interesting little light. But yes, that's the glitch here. You can still use the minimap. The minimap is fine. And also, I was talking about trade nodes in the last video, and these are what trade nodes are. There's one northern trade node up here. Basically, what you can do is, they're blue. If I can kind of see a tiny bit of one right there. There's a little symbol, and you can barely even see the symbol. There's little like blue marks here, and basically those marks will turn yellow when you have a ship occupying it. Even if you aren't trading it, if you have like a Bokubai or a medium Bune there, it just shows that you control the trade node. It doesn't do that for other clans, but there is a way you can tell if other clans have it, which I will talk about that later. But yeah, that's kind of the glitch. So for people who haven't played this game, it's just focus a lot on the minimap. I'll be showing you around how to do things. This is the Date, which are, in my opinion, the hardest clan in the entire game to play without mods. Because one mod that I have completely gets rid of something called Realm Divide, which makes somewhat of sense, like, theoretically, but it works horribly in execution. And what it is basically, once you control 17 provinces, which for me is like this, which is like this whole chunk of Japan, everyone declares war on you because it's like, oh my gosh, they control like 1/4, 1/6 of Japan. They're way too strong. We need to team up on them. So like every faction in the game will declare war on you. But the thing is, the reason that this is annoying is because like every single time I played this game, there's been at least one clan that's been that strong, whether it's a major or mighty clan, or a minor clan that has been that strong. In fact, there's been multiple times where I've had multiple. In fact, I have a save file with the Shosukabe with a campaign that was the most annoying campaign in the entire game. Like, let's put it this way. The Ito controlled this entire island. An island that I wanted to take control, so I declared war on the Ito. The Imagawa had all of this middle area to the point where they had like 17 provinces, or even more than that, which would enter a realm divide if I was playing as the Iko-Iki in that regard. Then the Satake, which have, I think, their starting provinces like over here, they had literally like all of this. Like they had, I think, 21, 22 provinces, which for the record is like 1/3 of Japan. So let's put it this way: all three of those factions combined control almost every bit of Japan, and I control just these 5 provinces on this island here. So it was very annoying because nothing, their diplomatic relationships didn't go down. They didn't enter realm divide just because you're not playing as them. So that's why I got rid of realm divide. And also, the reason that Dante specifically are the hardest kind to play without mods is because you have a certain amount of time to complete the game, and there's generally speaking 4 turns a year, and you have I think 50 years to complete the game, even in like a short campaign. So in other words, you basically have like a few hundred turns, and a few hundred turns for a short campaign to capture 25 provinces, including the Shogun, is the big factor. Because for the Dante, it's your provinces. It's so hard to expand because of how far away you are. Like I'm trying to think. You're like 4 turns away from traveling between province to province. So expanding is kind of slow in the early game. So in other words, the only way you can really defeat the Shogun in a short campaign is to do like a naval invasion. But that is incredibly risky, especially depending on who you're at war with. Other mods I have are kind of small, but they're decent. One I downloaded, was attempting to fix this glitch, but it did make the game look a lot better. Specifically, these paths are different, and the mountains look a lot better. Like, the game looked pretty horrible before I downloaded this mod, so I'm definitely keeping it, but that was one thing. Another one I downloaded that was very minor was a tower buff, because when you upgrade this to next level stronghold, you get defensive, siege towers, except they never do, almost any damage. They shoot, 1 arrow every every 3 seconds. So it was basically a mod that buffed it to the point where it shoots 1 every 0.5 seconds, to the point where it's actually a legit choke point. If you lose it, you'll actually start losing some troops, and if you have it, it'll actually do a lot of damage towards opponents. And yeah, the thing about the thing, at first I did have something that gave 70 years to the campaign, but then I switched it for one that basically made it so that there are 3 turns per season. So there's 3 turns per spring, summer, winter, fall. And the reason that this is actually really good is because of something called winter attrition, which is when you're in enemy territory, you'll take damage if it's wintertime. And this is something that I like with the 12 seasons mod, or the 12 turns per year mod, because what it does is that makes winter attrition a lot rarer. Because before it would just come just very, very quickly and very randomly, but now it will come a bit rarer, but also will last longer. So it's really you want to be moving out in summer, fall, and spring, and then you want to be just staying in your bases, building up forces, defending around wintertime, and wait for that to dissipate, type of thing. Another thing I got rid of is part of the reason that the clans in the game can be overpowered is because they don't have any rebellions. So the way that this game works is that you have happiness, and this happiness sometimes they'll be just garrison forces, or public order is what it'll be called, and that is the only thing keeping your town happy when you just capture a new province sometimes. So excuse me, I'm sick today. Sometimes public order will be the only thing keeping your town happy, But with other provinces, they don't rebel, so they can just walk their army immediately out and not have to worry about losing the town to a rebellion. Where as the player, you do. So I downloaded a mod that is supposedly supposed to fix that. I haven't really seen if it does yet. It looks like it is because of how many towns I've seen that are rebellions that have been rebelled, but there's still not that many. So I'm still questioning it, but the mod should work. I think I have one other mod that I downloaded, but I can't remember what it does or if I even do. So yeah, that's kind of it for this video. Just showing you guys a bit of, I guess, the Date's starting point. Their neighbors start at war with the Mogami to their west and Hatagama, which are the most, like, I feel like you should be able to play as minor clans. There is a mod that allows you to, but it's actually glitched. I tried it out and it didn't end up working. The Hatagama are definitely one of the funnest clans to start at the beginning of the game, because they not only have 2 allies, one of which is here, and one of which is the Hanma, which is incredibly annoying on that small island, but they're the strongest faction on turn 1 because they have 4 provinces, all of which in different areas of Japan, which means that you have a very wide area of spread. Like, that would be a really fun clan to play as if someone can get that mod, if that person can fix that mod. But yeah, the starting position is quite similar to that of the Shimazu, except it's much harder because it takes so long to expand. The Shimazu, by the way, start all the way down here. You can't see it on the actual map, but which is a very big bummer. It's right here in the province of Satsuma, and the Chosukabe start on this island in the province of Tosa. So I'm going to be playing as one of those clans. I'm basically already decided on the Shimazu because they're much easier, and the Chosukabe are harder for a reason I'll explain once I start playing them, or I might explain in another video. Perhaps once I capture the island as the Shimazu. So that's going to be it for this video. Look for some Shogun 2 gameplay probably this weekend. It will be happening. Yep. See you guys later.